And welcome back, everyone. Metro Sheriff Joe Lombardo is here for our Morning Cup of Joe. Hi, Sheriff.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so the NFL draft is on the horizon in April. Another big event. It's going to be like New Year's Eve, but for 3 straight days. We've talked about the challenges of planning for these big events here in Las Vegas. Metro's used to that. What's on the horizon for the NFL draft?
Oh, God, I wish I knew.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit different. You know, they're equating it to New Year's Eve, but I say no, it isn't, because it's over 3 days.
Yeah.
So for a period of time, the boulevard, Las Vegas Boulevard, will be shut down to vehicle traffic on each one of those days. I don't know the exact hours off the top of my head currently. And there's going to be a lot of pedestrian transitioning between the fountains and the Link and other various places in close proximity to the casino corridor. So they've been in a lot of meetings associated with it, but we haven't had a lot of answers from the NFL going into it. But I think because the Super Bowl's over now, that'll be fast and furious on how we deal with it.
So we are about a month and a half now into the new year. Are you seeing any trends in crime so far this year, Sheriff?
No. Crime has been pretty flat since the beginning of the year. Fatal accidents is the issue we're dealing with this year. So if you look at last January compared to the previous January in 18, we had a significant increase in fatal accidents in the month of January, and then that trend seemed to continue into 20 now. So that's a concern for us, but there hasn't been a key issue associated with the accidents. In other words, the evaluations, was there some construction issues of the roadways, but the predominant factor in this year so far is pedestrians.
Finally, a lot of sheriffs in rural Nevada counties have backed a lawsuit dealing with the state's new red flag gun law. We've talked about this a little bit on the program before. They say it violates due process and the Second Amendment. I'm wondering if that's something that you would support, to sue over the red flag law.
We don't enforce based on our own personal opinion. So our duly elected representatives at the legislature pass a law. It's our duty as law enforcement officials to enforce those laws. You have to understand the reason why it was put in place.
Right.
Because there's been some gaps in the system per se, and the ability for law enforcement and families to address people that they identify are in mental distress, or we have intel that they may cause some harm to other people, and we have to be able to act on that. My position is, it's not my opinion, it's your opinion. If the law was passed, it's something I'm duly sworn to enforce.
All right. Thank you for the answer.
All right. Thank you, Sheriff, so much for being here. If you have a question for Sheriff Joe Lombardo, you can submit it on our website, 8newsnow.com. You can find out if your question was answered every Wednesday morning.